Now you know why I'm getting ready to install that ceiling fan over here. It's not very bright in here, is it? I have no idea why they didn't have a ceiling fan or a light fixture in this room from before. I even got the light coming through the window where obviously most of the time those shades are pulled down. But enough of that. Before I install this ceiling fan, thanks again for joining me. I've got to put a bulb in here, and I figured I might as well make a quick video of that too. There's a halogen bulb in there, and you go to the store, you can get something like this. This one happens to be a 500 watt, and they had a 2-pack at the store. And sometimes they'll have, you can either buy one by itself, a 2-pack, or a 3-pack. Had they have had a 3-pack, I would have gotten a 3-pack, but I'm only going to need one of those, obviously, and I always like to have an extra one in case this ever burns out in the middle of the night or during the day up in the attic, whatever. And you always have to be careful when you're working with construction lights. It has an on-off button on the back of it. Okay, that little red button there. And if you're not careful with that, if you bump it, if you unplug it with an extension cord, let's say, and you pull it out real quick or you push it back in, you could burn the bulb out, even if it's a fairly new bulb. And the other thing too, the reason why I'm going to show you how to replace these is you never want to use your bare hands on replacing one of these, because you get a little oil. Trust me, you may think your hands are perfectly clean, you may have washed your hands, you get any oil on here from your fingers, and when you put it on, obviously you have to do something, right? But if you do that, if you're not paying attention, just that little bit of oil could eventually make your bulb not last very long, and it could burn out quicker. That's why I've got some gloves here. If I didn't have any gloves, I would, and I'll probably do it with my gloves on. Okay, but if I didn't have any gloves here, I could take a paper towel or something around that and try to grab it. It makes it a little bit more difficult. And sometimes I've seen these where it comes with a little sheathing on it, and you hang on to that, and then you slip that off. You know, I mean, it's kind of wrapped around it. And but nowadays they don't have that. And the funny thing too is, this was a 500 watt construction light. Isn't that something? 500 watts years ago. The first one I ever got was a 250 watt. Then they came out with a 300 watt. Then a few years later they came out with a 500 watt. And this sucker puts out a lot of light if you've got the right bulb in it. And before, when it first burned out, I had some replacement ones for a 300 watt. And I still had those from when I had a 300 watt construction light, and I put those in, and they're the same length as these. You can get this in 250, 300, 500 watt, and you can even get 600 watt now bulbs. Can you believe that? So I know they have another one like this that went up to 600 watts. But I had one, and I put the 300 watt bulb in there, and it didn't last very long. And maybe it's because if you have a 500, you should probably put a 500 in there. Obviously, if you have a 250 or a 300 watt construction light, you probably don't want to use the 500 watt bulbs. Okay, so be careful with that. And for today, they had some at the store. You can't. I don't even know if you can purchase one similar to this with the halogen bulbs anymore. The one at the store was an LED one, and a lot of the other construction lights that they had similar to this were LED bulbs. And for the LED ones, I don't know how you replace the bulbs or anything, but you know, if you got one kind of like this, that's what you need, the halogen bulbs. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Can you believe that? I got 1 minute left on my SIM card of this whole thing. I thought I'd had plenty of time, but hey, if I can do it, you can do it. Remember that.